Hey everyone. Okay, so I wanted to jump on here and give y'all a little tutorial on how to apply and give you some tips and tricks. I'm going to try to make this as short as I can. So I am applying Bloody Gorgeous right now. They come in the little sets like the ones that I have up here. You get 16, so you get 2 strips of 8. And I get 2 fingers from 1 strip, just like that. So what I did, I took off all of my polish using a nail polish remover. This is a really good quality one. I get this from Walmart. I bought it on Amazon, but you can get it from Walmart. So I took off all of my polish, then I filed my nails, and I buffed it using our buffer block. I do not use the polish and the shine side unless if I'm going with bare nails. So I used the buff one. I filed and then I buffed the top of my nails really well. If you don't have a buffer, you can just use the little file that comes in the kit. I've done that too, where you just kind of file the top of it. It's not a really gritty one, so it's not going to be real harsh on your nails. So just file it just real lightly on the top just to kind of get it where it's not really smooth. So I do that, and then I go and wash my hands with Dawn dish soap. Also, you want to make sure that you're not putting any oils, like any cuticle oils or any lotions, on your hands 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after you apply. The oils can make it where the strips don't stick as well, so you just want to make sure that you don't have the oils on your hands. So I wash my hands with Dawn dish soap, and then I go, once those are dry really well, then I use the prep pad and I wipe my nail really well with the prep pad. I wipe them all, and then I take the prep pad and I wipe my fingers, these 6 fingers. I wipe them with the prep pad to get the oils off of the base of the fingers, because those are the ones I'm going to touch the strips with. So once I have all my nails wiped and make sure that they're dry, then I take my strips and I open them. So the strips come like this. I'm just going to do my thumbs. I've already done all my other ones. So you take it, and then you take this little clear layer off like this. Now can I get this one on my, yeah, we'll make it work. And then you take the white one off, and there's your strip. So that's the sticky side, and that one's the top side. You peel that off. Now, most people can get 2 off of each one. My thumbnails are actually pretty long, so sometimes I can get 2, sometimes I can't. It just depends on how long they are. You can take them, I think with this set, I'm only going to be able to get 1. But that's fine, because my nails are growing longer and I would prefer them to be longer. So then you take that, and I did push back my cuticles. That's one of the biggest things. You want to make sure you press back your cuticles, push them back. I use a rubber cuticle pusher to push my nails back. And you want to make sure that you don't get it on your cuticle. That is one of the biggest mistakes that people make, is they put it on their cuticle, and the problem is it's already in strip form and it's already dry. So if you, I'm not going to get 2 out of this one. So if you put it on your cuticle, the oils from your skin will make it where it starts to lift and it doesn't adhere to your skin. So then when you put your hands in your hair or somewhere like on a shirt or a blanket, you can snag it at that cuticle if you put it on the cuticle. So you want to make sure it's only on the nail. So now what I do, I will show y'all both ways. So I make sure that it's pushed down all the way. Sorry if you can hear that screaming. I've got a 2-year-old that's not happy. So you make sure that it's pushed down all the way. And then I rub it with the cuticle pusher towards the outside. and then I fold it over. Now this one I'm not saving it because my nail's too long. So I fold it over and then I just put my nail underneath it and it cuts it like that. You can also take these little scissors if you're going to use two sides, and right before where your nail is, you can cut the strip off. That way you make sure you don't crumple it, especially if you're like right at that point where you can almost get, where you can get to, but it's barely. That way you can cut it to make sure you don't crumple it at all. So now I'm going to take this one, this is the second one, so I'm going to do my toes. So I'm saving the big ones for my toes, and the second one's for my thumb. I'm going to take that off. I'll show y'all again. Get that off. And if y'all hear that noise, I have hermit crabs right there. And then just put it on. Again, you should make sure you don't get it on your cuticle. That's one of the biggest things. And you can, like I've already stuck it to there. If you need to, you can lift it up to reapply it. And you could stretch it a little bit if you need to. So like, I'm going to stretch mine just a little bit, just pull it just a little bit to the side. Should get a little stretch just to make sure that it gets to that edge. So then put it down, I press it in the center, and then I push outward. Press it in the center and then outward. You want to, that will help alleviate any bubbles that you might get on the side. Just do that, and then I'll show you the other way. Though I'm left-handed, so it's a little harder. So then, if you're going to try to save this, you just take this and you cut it. I just use my nails, but that just helps make it where you don't crumple it up. Though I'm not using that, so that's just trash. And then, especially on your thumb when it's the last one, you do it like that, and then I will file off all this extra. So you take this little file right here, I haven't filed all these, and then you just, I go down in a downward motion. If you have longer nails, if you have shorter nails and you have to go side to side, just go from the center out, and just don't be too rough with it. Like I said, it is 95% dry, so you want that last little bit to finish drying. So I've got that one. See? Nice and pretty. This is Bloody Gorgeous. This is our Halloween one. So once you file it, then you're good to go. It is recommended to put them on at bedtime. Right before you go to bed. They're not going to get smushed like how you get sheet marks with a regular polish. You won't get that. But it is recommended to put it on at bedtime so you get a real good adherence. That way you're not like washing dishes and putting them in water. I've taken a shower right afterward and didn't have a problem. But the longer that you let them sit, the better it is. So I usually do my nails right before I go to bed. If you want to seal the package, you can take a flat iron with this package right here and then just press it like that. Once it's hot, this isn't hot, I'm just doing a demo. Press it like that and then you'll see that it's sealed. The product is one-time use only, but in an attempt to preserve them, if you want to save some nails, you can do it that way. So I've done all this. The nail polish, it is 100% nail polish. You want to be mindful of the weather. If it's too hot or too cold. If it's too cold, it's just like regular nail polish bottles, how it can get stiff and hard to move around the brush. And a nail polish bottle, same thing. They can get hard and stiff and not want to apply if they are too cold. So if they're too cold, then you take the package and you rub it in your hands or stick it in your back pocket and walk around for a little bit to help kind of get some of that body temperature. to raise the heat of it. So you just want to make sure you're applying room temperature nails. Big strips, if you have big toenails, you can use the big strips sideways like this rather than like this. And if you have any, especially with kids, if you have anything on the edge that you need to trim off, I just take this and I go around the edge with it. So I think those are all the tips and tricks. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me and I will be happy to answer all of your questions. You can head over to my Facebook group. We have a lot of those questions probably answered in that group. I will have that link down below. And I will also have my email address down there, so you feel free to email me if you have any questions. Alright, I hope you'll have a good day, and look at those nails. So simple, so easy, no dry time. Bye!